Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Kentucky Downs here on Saturday. It is August the 31st, 2019. I'm going to look at all the stakes races on the program from Kentucky Downs, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And remember to go check out my Saratoga preview for today. Great card with the Woodward, and I do like quite a few prices there, so go check that out. But let's get to the stakes action here from Kentucky. We'll look at races 7 through 10, so the late pick 4 basically, all stakes with a 14% takeout. Seventh race from Kentucky, it's the One Dreamer Stakes, going for a purse of $250,000. Race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 10 horses going to the turf course, the distance of ground of 1 mile and 70 yards. 1 mile, 70 yards here on the very uniquely shaped course. And I show the diagram, just gives me that little extra second to look down the notes, just bear with me. The top selection here, we're going to go to the number 9 horse. The number 9 horse, who is Lamari, will go 9-3-8-4 in the superfecta, 9-3-8-4 super. My top selection, the single to start off this pick 4, will be the 9 horse Lamari. Hopefully by Medaglia d'Oro, Brad Cox trains. Florent Giroux gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 13th of July at Indiana, mile 16th in the Indiana Distaff, and he finished third by 3 lengths there. He stalked early on, a little bit of a turn of foot late, but he kind of flattened out right before the wire. At 50 cents of the dollar favorite. He should have ran a little bit better than she did. But before that, she ran in the Mint Julep, the Grade 3 Mint Julep at Churchill, mile 16, June the 8th. And the horse finished third by 3/4 length. 90 cents a dollar favorite again that day. Closed up well, just missed at the end, but she ran a good race. But at 90 cents a dollar favorite, you're supposed to win. And then before that, Keelan yielding ground 1 mile allowance race 84,000. She won by 2 3/4 lengths. Sat on the front and all throughout very easily. Then at the fairgrounds, mile 8th and ops 40. She won by a length again on the lead all throughout. Wide post, it didn't really matter. And then she broke again at the fairgrounds, won easily, and then broke the maiden right after Thanksgiving at the fairgrounds easily. She finally figured her way out when she came off the long hiatus. I like her a lot here today. She's versatile. Come from behind her, she's got the pace. Here at Kentucky Downs, I think you want to set the pace, especially from a little bit of wide post drive. 5-2. I'm going to take her here. She's been training very well over at Churchill. So to recap my selection for the 7th from Kentucky Downs, it's the One Dreamer. Let's take the 9 horse Lamari. We'll go 9-3-8-4 in the superfecta. Race number 8 now from Kentucky Downs. It is the Tourist Mile. It's going for a purse of $750,000. Races for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 14 horses, 13 and 14 Walsh eligibles, so only have 12 on the turf course, going the distance of ground of 1,600 meters or 1 mile on the turf course. 1,600 meters, 1 mile turf course. Top selection, we will go to the number 4 horse Hembry. I'm going to go 4-2-8-11 in the superfecta, 4-2-8-11 super. And the multi-race here, I think it's a very wide open race, so I think you want to use all 4 of these digits. But we'll start off with the 4 horse Hembry as top selection. 5-year-old horse by Proud Citizen. Mike Maker trains. Tyler Gaffleone gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the Grade 1 4-star Dave Handicap Saratoga mile on August 10th. He finished 6th by 4.5 lengths that day. He sat back early, and he just never had the run. It wasn't his day to win. I did back him. I had a little bit of money on him, but I lost it. He was 15-1. He just couldn't get the run. It wasn't the day to win. Before then, the Forbidden Apple at Saratoga, yielding ground 1 mile July the 12th. He finished second by a half length that day. He was very wide, and he closed up well. He just missed at the end, but he ran a bang-on effort. And then the Grade 3 Poker at Belmont, 1 mile June the 16th. He finished second by a nose. Very wide again, just missed, but ran a good race. And then he ran a very good second place, finishing the opening verse. He's a one run kind of horse. He's going to close up from the back of the pack. Coming here to Kentucky Downs, he should get a good run. From this post, right? He actually won here last year, going 7/8 a mile, winning by a length and going away with it. He had Gaffleone up, who only rode him once, and that was really disappointing. 10th place finish last year's Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, but that was against tougher horses. Here lesser quality horses. I think he'll get a better trip. At 4-1, I'll use him. So to recap my selection for the 8th from Kentucky Downs, it's the Tourist Mile. Let's take the 4 horse Hembry. We'll go 4-2-8-11 in the superfecta, and like I said, we'll use all 4 of those numbers in my pick 4. So now let's get to race number 9 from Kentucky Downs, which is the Exacta Systems Juvenile Fillies. It's going for a purse of $500,000. Race for 2-year-old Fillies, field of 15 horses, 13, 14, and 15, remember, are also eligible, so only 12 will go. The 1,600 meter journey or the 1 mile trip on the Kentucky Downs turf course. 1,600, 1 mile here. The top selection will go to the number 2 horse, Well Spent. We'll go 211-612 in the superfecta, 211-612 super into the multi-race now here. This is another bit of a tricky race, but we'll go 211-6. I think it's a 3-horse race, but the top selection is 2 horse Well Spent. Cheerfully by Hampton Court. Wayne Catalano trains. Robbie Alvarado gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 30th of July, Prescott, 5.5 and up 6-2 claimer, and the horse finished second by 2.25 lengths there. He sat back early from stalking position, got the lead, and then he kind of got caught by Cambria, who just got the jump on this horse. But, this horse ran, okay, but could have improved a lot more. Getting the mile trip, well post draw, sitting closer. I think she'll run well. Before the 23rd of May at Churchill, 5 furlongs main special weight 67,000. The horse won by half length. She stalked early on. She got the lead in the nick of time. It was a very good victory. She's been training well. She has the speed to win, and I'm going to take her here at 12-1. I also think the 11 horse, Lemon Spats, he's run 2 races on the turf for Dale Romans at Ellis, and both of them going a mile, and both of them I thought were bang up races, closing from the back of the pack. He ran well. Another horse, 6-1, definitely use him on the ticket. This is the kind of race you're going to make money with, because I think you're going to see a price in this one. But to recap my selection for this 9th from Kentucky Downs, the Exacta Systems Juvenile Fillies, as top selection will go with 2 horse Well Spent. We'll go 211-612 in the superfecta. We'll go 211-6 in the pick 4. The nightcap now from Kentucky Downs, race number 10. It's the Gainesway Farm Juvenile. It's going for a purse $500,000. Race for 2-year-olds here. We have a field of 15 horses, 13, 14, and 15 are all swelgeables. So only 12 will go. Again, the distance of ground is 1,600 meters or a mile on the turf course. And my word, the mile start here at Kentucky Downs will be getting a workout today. I can tell you that for sure. 1 mile. The top selection, we'll go with the number 5 horse, who's Are You Kidding Me? I'm going to go 5, 6, 15, 7 in the superfecta. 5, 6, 15, 7. If you're going to play the multi-race here, I'm going to go 5, 16, 5, 6, 15, 5, 6, 15 in the multi-race. But that was 5, 6, 15, 7, 5, 6, 15, 7, 5, 6, 15 in the pick 4. But the top selections to 5 horse, Are You Kidding Me? 2-year-old called by Kid Joy, Mike Maker Troy, Tyler Gaffleone gets the mount. The horse has only had 1 start. That came at the Saratoga on the 27th of July, mile 16th on the Melling, good turf course, main special weight 90,000, and the horse won by a head that day. He stalked early on, he got the lead, and then he just won very nicely. It was an all-around good victory. His workouts at the Churchill Downs Training Center have been decent since the last run. He's bred to go the mile trip, bred for turf. At 4-1, I'm going to give him a shot. Also a bit of a prize here. The 6 horse Auto Mate, 2-year-old called by New Year's Day, is another horse that could get the trip also. His most recent run at Ellis on the mile, going a mile in the main special with 50,000. He won by 3 lengths and had an absolutely disaster break. Recovered enough and had a great turn of foot at the end and went quite impressively at 21. He ran a good race, and then on the turf at 5.5 at Ellis in main special, he finished 6 by 4.25 lengths. He was drawn wide that day and just never got the good turn of foot. But I'm going to give him another shot on turf today. At 15-1, I expect him to run well. And also the 15 horse coming in from Ireland, which is very unusual for these Kentucky Downs races. He's at 31, but he could if he could get around Galway, where he ran good 3rd place finish last time out. I think he could get around here at Kentucky Downs. Get Jamie Spencer up. I'm gonna give him a shot here also. He's either gonna win or gonna finish way out of it. But 31, definitely use him on the ticket. But to recap my selection for the 10th from Kentucky Downs, the Gainesway Farm Juvenile is top selection. We'll take the 5 horse. Are You Kidding Me? We'll go 5, 6, 15, 7 in the superfecta. We'll go 5, 6, 15 in the multi race. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5. Good luck, everybody.